Hi, and welcome to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about the new generations and viral video of a teacher quitting on her high school students because they apparently have low comprehension skills, can't read, all of that. And this is why we are going towards this direction. I'll explain after this video. I'm just gonna play this clip real quick.
High school teachers are quitting and warning America about the future of our workforce. Here's why.
As somebody that taught high school and basically educating our new young adults, every last one of us should be scared. These kids cannot read, they cannot write. There is no type of comprehension skills, no type of critical thinking. They cannot do anything on their own. They expect everything to be given to them. So in my class, we did this thing where I made them write once a week. They would have some type of assignment where they would have to write at least a paragraph, meaning 5 sentences. 5 sentences. The amount of assignments that I got in with 1 sentence, 2 sentences, the amount of complaints I got with the whole 5 sentences, that's too much. That's too much. Can we do 3? Can we do 3? Isn't 3 considered a paragraph? Oh, baby. We are in for a wild ride, y'all. Every assignment that I gave them, there was several students that came to my desk and made me walk them through the entire assignment, the full whole thing. But genuinely, the truth of the matter is everybody is failing these kids. Everybody. The school board with all these different rules, they're failing these kids. The principals or admin altogether, they're failing these kids, and they're failing the teacher because they're basically telling us that we had to just pass a child along just to keep these graduation numbers. Like, oh, and don't get me started on the parents. Like, I will call and say, hey, your child is failing. And the first thing is, well, why didn't I know about this? Probably because you didn't answer the phone. Probably because you didn't get or you didn't respond to my email. On top of that, you have 24-hour access to Power School. When I tell y'all it is horrible, like the parents that are here now are not the parents that we had growing up. So unfortunately, it's not these kids' faults. I mean, yeah, they're lazy, but like, what are you supposed to do when all you got to do is tell your mama, well, she failing me, and the school board is going to accommodate that parent? Like, it's crazy, y'all. We should be very scared for our new nurses, our new doctors, our new everybody. These colleges are going to have to start lowering their requirement because the amount of kids that are going to come into these schools and they cannot read, they cannot write, they cannot do anything
And what does that sound like, y'all?
without AI.
Oh, that last part.
We should really be scared.
High school
Okay. So what does that sound like when she said that they can't read, they can't write? It sounds like slavery. Okay. Back in the day, okay, not too long ago, slave masters would not want our ancestors to read, write, and be able to do these things. If you have the power to read and write, that blasts you off into intelligence and knowing and this, that, and the third. Even though my own grandmother, she couldn't read, but she could but she knew the Bible back and front. That was some supernatural stuff. But other than that, okay, a lot of these youths are not connected, are falling away from the Most High. I was in the store the other day and I was so shocked. The brain rot, I thought it was just for like the younger kids. These 16 and 17-year-olds are over here saying brain rot, and they were acting a fool, a mess in these stores. And the reason why brain rot is so crazy, I do have a video on it, is that the things that they're saying is demonic. Okay, is demonic things that they're saying, abomination things that they're saying. That's why even before this whole thing, I'm just like, what is all of this mean? I wouldn't say any of this stuff because there's a Bible verse before anybody to say stuff or whatever the case is. If they're saying it in a different language, you have to have a translator. Otherwise, they got to be on their side doing their own thing or whatever the case is. And I know that says for, if you're in the congregation, applies to life in general. Okay, the wisdom is wisdom in the Lord's words. He created it. And then on top of that, there was another instance where I was at the park with my own youths, and there was I think they might have been between 14 and 16. The girl was on the dude's lap doing something. Okay, they were doing something. And it's just crazy because these youths, they know what do they know about? I guarantee you, these youths don't know how to read and write, but I guarantee you they know about Yes, you guessed it. Intimacy. Okay. They know about these things. That's the thing. The opposition makes sure that that's the first thing that you learn. That's from a very, very young age. It's the first things that you learn. That's why everything is intimatized. Everything has to do with that. You see these songs that these quote unquote artists are putting out there. They're sellouts. They're gonna do whatever the public wants them to do because they want notoriety, because they want that fuel, that edge to be known and to be seen and to get that money. But in reality, the people that are teaching our newer generations, the people that are teaching them is these so-called artists and these celebrities that are out there. They are being puppeteered by I'm gonna put the Bible verse in there, by those people, okay, those so-called quote, I can't say it too much on on these type of platforms, but those are the same people that claim that they are the chosen people that run these things, that want to run our newer generations into the hole, because at the end of the day, the opposition knows the Lord's words, okay? He uses them and contorts it and twists it. Train a child up to what they want to be, to what you want them to do, and when they are old, they will not depart from it. That's why it is important for you to whisper from a very young age, to talk, to speak into your child's ears, to at least, I know we can't protect them from every single thing that they try to put on all of these different screens and different things and whatnot. And not everybody's in the same situation where they could be able to homeschool their youth, but be working towards that. But I'm telling you, if you tell your youths from a very young age about the Lord, you tell them about the commandments, you tell them about these things, they will not depart from it. Even if they're battling with certain things or whatever the case is, at the end of the day, if you know the power that the Most High gave you in your tongue, okay, you know the power that the Most High put in your tongue, you are unstoppable, okay? Unstoppable, unbeatable, because the Most High already won this thing. He's just testing us. And at the end of the day, if you speak positivity, if you speak life, if you speak abundance, if you speak blessings over your newer generations, and also practice what you preach, show them, try and push and strive, the Most High always wins, okay? The Most High will make a way for your use. The Most High will make a way. See, you're preparing and you're trying to get into that situation, the Most High will make a way for you. And we are already in the wealth transfer. The 400 years is basically up, y'all. It's up to you to dig yourself out of the hole, whatever financial hole, spiritual hole that you have yourself into, through the Most High. He helps those who helps themselves, and push through and beg for his help and forgiveness and mercy. Okay. He says this to us in Deuteronomy. All right. Yes, through our tribulations, we're gonna be going through different things because of the transgressions that we've done, our ancestors, the sin, the ignorance that we were in. But he will not forsake us, okay? He will hear us, and we cry out with all our heart and our soul, okay? But with that being said, seek the Most High. This is just absolutely wild. The Most High did put it on me to write a book, Melanated and Expecting, going over the things that if I had known that I would have avoided so much, okay? I would have avoided so many different things, consequences, unfortunately, I'm dealing with today. And it's not even about me, it is about, you know, is it about another person, okay? Like when you give birth, even if it's a selfish thing that you're doing, it is a selfless act, and it involves other human beings, okay? And that's one of the things, like if you want to learn about the different things that you can't really talk about too much on the internet, things about the hospitals, things about epidural and all of that, and much more, birth certificates and whatnot, you could check out the book. The link is in the description or the pinned comment. Just going over all of the things, as many things I can. I will be adding different things or in the future as I learn and do further investigating on certain topics, or certain things are brought to my attention through the Most High, whether I put it on here or whether there's another avenue, because a lot of stuff you got to be careful what you say on these internet streets when you're talking too much truth and stuff like that. They don't want to put that information out there, whatnot. And of course, it does take me a lot to make these YouTube videos and all of that. I put a lot of effort into it. Hope that you are getting edified on this platform. If you're trying to be better, just be better, be a better mother and whatnot, and parents and hold to build up your newer generations. All right. But with all that being said, seek him. All right, seek him through Christ. We have this opportunity to live. This is this is all temporary, y'all. This is all temporary, and I'm just so grateful to be able to hopefully, be in a better, way better situation. This better than we can even imagine, that our brains could even fathom. This is nothing. You got people tripping over, losing their souls for this world, and this is just the crumbs. I learned from a wise man who loves the Most High, that this is just the crumbs based off of the scriptures of what the Lord knows. Okay, this is not even nothing to him. He's just something light for him. Like, can you imagine? And people are losing their lives over it. Nah. Okay, seek the Most High through Christ. He's given us this opportunity. Okay, through the Holy Spirit, we can really make it, like, cling to her. Okay, like, this is getting real out in these streets, because these youths, like, if there are any of them, well, I'm sure there's definitely going to be those that are saved, but that if they do like that, then you are truly blessed, because the op literally put everything against all of us. But the new generations, they really, because their parents aren't teaching them certain things, because their parents are babies themselves. They're not really, they're in not in the truth. They're living a lie themselves. So it's like we really have to come together and push out the knowledge and the truth. All right. But with all that being said, stay sober minded on these spiritual streets, and peace.